guy, what it comes down to is a guy who was so upset because he got caught being the criminal that he is, and they had the audacity to go after him and to actually prosecute him. And now what he's deciding that he wants to do is he truly wants to weaponize the government, a claim that he continuously projected onto this administration. But here's the deal. The big question is whether or not the current FBI director is going to step down, another person that he actually put into that position, because he still has time on the clock and doesn't necessarily have to leave.
Now, let's turn to the economy, where experts have warned that Trump's promised tariffs on Canadian and Mexican goods and a hike on Chinese products will hurt the economy and blow up inflation, particularly in import-reliant states like Texas, where you serve from. You've warned the American people to buckle up for economic pain under Trump's plan. But millions of Americans voted for Trump, who campaigned on these tariffs. Even if their economic pain deepens because of them, the tariffs that is, will they turn away from him now?
You know, I have no idea, you know, but I will say that there should definitely be some folk that decide, you know what, maybe that wasn't the best idea to either stay at home and not go and vote for Kamala Harris, or that I decided to get up and go and vote for this guy who was promising tariffs, because I have seen where people have said, well, wait a minute, I thought the tariffs just meant that the other countries were going to pay something. I didn't realize that this was going to impact me. And I think that it's important that the American people see that we saw the Prime Minister for Canada go and speak to him. And basically you have, you know, our friends from up north as well as our friends down south in Mexico seemingly trying to educate the guy that is run on being this great businessman. But what I try to remind people of over and over again is that this guy isn't allowed to operate a business in the state of New York because he's actually a terrible business person. And this, honestly, this idea, this ploy to throw tariffs onto everything, I don't even understand how Elon can stand for it, because his precious little Tesla, while they may be made in right here in Texas nowadays, here's the reality. The Tesla has components of it that are not made in the United States, just like almost every single thing that we have. Not to mention when we start to talk about agriculture and our food. And the reality is that this is going to impact every facet of our lives if someone doesn't get a hold of Trump and tell him to chill out on all of this pain that he's about to inflict as it relates to the tariffs.
Well, as a New Yorker, I can tell you that we never thought